And we are back. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, most likely by the time you see this vid. This is Grade A Fantasy back with Grade A picks on prospects for the Thanksgiving slate. Let's get right into it. As you all know, as you can see by the cover art and the pick photo for this vid, obviously the special is we will attack Christian McCaffrey's point 0.5 rush receiving. So that's an easy gimme. So even though I normally give you 3 picks and set up a 3 pick card, I'm gonna give you 3 picks on top of the Christian McCaffrey. But if you want to stick with the three that I have here, the reason why I'm going with it, one, obviously Christian McCaffrey with the free square. I like the Sam Howell 15.5 over rushing yards. He scrambles a lot. Very athletic quarterback. Cowboys will be giving pressure, forcing him up the pocket. He's gonna have plenty of time he's going to have plenty of opportunities to scramble away from pressure. They don't really give him a lot of design plays, but the one thing he will do, I mean, hey, I've went over it in my FanDuel reviews, and they let Sam Howell continuously drops back 33, 34 or more times per game. So the more time he drops back, the more Michael Parsons and the rest of that front seven is going to pressure him. So he's going to have a lot of opportunity to scramble away and gain 4 here, 5 here. He has the speed to get out the pocket and grab 9. He has the ability to get this on one scramble. So the pressure of the Cowboys is what we're going to use to our advantage with this pick. Sam Howell over 15.5 yards. Once again, we're going to attack another weakness. David Montgomery is 65.5. I won't be surprised if this gets closer to 70 by kickoff Thanksgiving. The lines are always the first game of the Thanksgiving slate. And right now, David Montgomery's at 65.5. I'm going to attack that weak Green Bay run defense, and we're going to go with that one. And I have a lot of options here. So if we go here to the receiving guys, we're gonna take a look at. Obviously, we're gonna take a look at the Cowboys. I want to get in depth. Well, since we just finished talking about Sam Howell just a little while ago, should have probably went with this. I do like the San Francisco guys as well. Like I said, that Seattle defense is not that great. They haven't been playing as tough or as tight, motivatedly as I think they can when they're at home. I think they could be got by Debo and Ayuk both ways. Ayuk has been on fire lately. If you like the Ayuk prop, I recommend that as well. But for this vid, we're gonna go and talk about. We can get into the Dallas guys. So you've heard me talk about the Tampa Bay pass funnel. You heard me talk about the Titans pass funnel. How you beat the Eagles? You got to beat the Eagles through the air because it's hard to beat them against the run. The thing with Washington is not only is it a bad pass defense, and they gave up 2 of their best defensive linemen, but the one thing that they can't do is the type of passes they can't guard. And the Washington Redskins can't guard the deep ball. They cannot guard the deep ball at all. So all these guys, athletic, fast, even though CD does get the most deep ball routes, his 90.5 is in play. Brandon Cook's 34.5 is in play. But because of the way the Cowboys have just been on fire, and they've been running the ball, I mean, they have been running the ball, but even in blowouts, they continue to chuck it and chuck it. I really do feel that the easiest one to get here would be Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, he's basically been just around that prop or has broken it in the past 5 weeks. As you can see here, LA, he just got it over LA, just missed it with the Rams, just missed it with Philly, got it over the Giants, got it over Carolina. I really like Gallup to get a nice slot pass and with a little run after the catch. Looking at 2 to 3 receptions, but I think he can get into 2 or 3 receptions. The Washington can't stop anybody, and if it does go into blowout run, I don't think it's that much of a sweat. Gallup will most likely look at maybe a few extra targets and getting down the field and a little run after the catch. I like his 23.5. On top of that, the receivers that I really want to get to, I mean, I could easily type their name, but they're right next to each other, right here. So, in the San Francisco game, even though we should attack weak defense, so with the 49ers, they seem to have gotten back on the right page. But the defense isn't perfect. Front seven is great. Back four a little susceptible. They got a little banged up. They just lost a free safety to an Achilles injury. So now oh man, I forgot the kid's name. But now starting on Thanksgiving night is a third round rookie wide receiver. We kind of use that to our advantage on top of the fact that they're already struggling as much as it is. So, but the route that I'm going to go is not the fact that, the prop is higher. These are both gettable props because my game script is the 49ers should be ahead. And whether if it's Drew Lock or Geno Smith, they'll be playing catch up. And I'm liking, and like I said, he's just looked better this year and more consistent. Now he's had 2 decent games last couple weeks. I will give him that. But for this game here, I think I'm gonna definitely go for Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett with the smaller prop at 48.5. Tyler Lockett we've hit with Tyler Lockett. We just missed with Tyler Lockett earlier this year. We're gonna keep the trend going, with the hot players that normally that I pick, especially with the Rashad Whites and stuff like that. 48.5, and the reason why I am going with this, 2 hot games, yes, for DK, but 2 hot games for DK and Metcalf, but Metcalf is battling with some injuries. It's a short week. Now, he does have a solid repertoire against the 49ers last couple games with a 70, 81, and a 161 a couple of years back. But, last year was with Geno, so we'll look at those 2. So it's definitely a prop that he can get. With Tyler Lockett, though, Tyler Lockett has missed a couple of games in the past before. But with Geno, he was right at this prop and then went over 79. Either or, I like the Lockett prop better because, like I said, being that he's the deep threat, he'll have the opportunity to, like I said, break that prop in the with a couple of long catches. I'm going with the stature as with the 49ers being up and having trouble to run and making Seattle pass. We can look at Lockett the same way we looked at Mike Evans last week. Mike Evans was able to, even before the free safety's injury, Mike Evans was able to get over the top. Drew Lock does have a capable arm to get it to him. So, and that's the thing. They do run both of them deep, but like I said, there's always an offense where one guy does run more deep routes, and that's Tyler Lockett. I'm going to go with Lockett here with the 40.5, but once again, it's definitely a prop that both sides can get it. Metcalf does have a recent history, and because of his size, of torching the 49ers offense, but I'm just going with Lockett because with the matchup, like I said, even with the quarterbacks, he can make moves to get down. There could be any mishaps. He could possibly get on the side of that third-round rookie and beat them for 1 deep. But once again, it's like the Cowboys. I like either or. I'm just picking Lockett because it's the lower prop. And like I said, he's more the deep route specialist than Metcalf. And if you're going to be fine with those picks, so I haven't highlighted them yet, but I'm definitely going to do it. If you want to add to those 3 and keep it simple, it will be Christian McCaffrey, Sam Howell, David Montgomery. Those are my main 3 picks. If you want to add to it and make it a 5-pick special, I like Lockett for more than 48.5 and Michael Gallup for more than 23.5. And we'll just put that 25 on that right there. And there you go. So right there is the prop that I have. I have the free McCaffrey square, Sam Howell, Montgomery over against the weak Green Bay defense. Once again, you could change these up if you like the 49, if you like the 49ers and the other Dallas wide receivers. I'm going with Michael Gallup with the 23.5. And I'm going with lock for 40.5 against the San Francisco 49ers. Once again, we'll attack that banged up defense. Quarterbacks are fun. The cornerbacks are fine, but we're gonna count on Lockett to get over the top when he gets released in the zone coverage, and hopefully attack the side where the third round rookie is playing, and we'll just go from there. So these are my 5 picks. Once again, if you wanted to just do the 3 pick, then like I said, my top 3 main that just came to me was the Sam Howell 15.5, the Christian McCaffrey free square, and the David Montgomery 65.5. If you want to add to it to make it a 5 pick, my favorite 5 plays, along with picking other Cowboys and also Ayuk, I like Michael Gallup for over 23.5 and Tyler Lockett for 48.5. That's my card going in for Thanksgiving. Good luck if you're playing any DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever the case is, if you're playing the slate. But here's my little bit of action. If I get a little, this is my little research right here. If I get a little too busy, cooking, spending time with family, probably won't have time to play the slate, but here's a little action that I can at least monitor as the day goes on. And yeah, I got a piece of every game. I got the Lions. I got Sam Howell and Michael Gallup in the middle. And the finale, Christian McCaffrey free square, and Tyler Lockett for over 48.5. So once again, like I said, if anything, let me just click the reuse just to show you again. If you don't want to go to 5, this right here would be my main 3. And if you wanted, you could power play it. Remember, with the special, you can't go over 25. But I feel very confident with this. This would be a nice power play too for 125. But yeah, if you guys I really feel the strongest about these 3. But like I said, I also like the other 5, just to give the free square a little bit more value. But other than that, this is your man Grade A Fantasy with Grade A picks on Prize Picks. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm signing off. Week 12 video will be out, maybe either possibly a Thanksgiving night, or like I said, once again, spending time with family and chilling. If I don't have the time to do it then I will definitely drop a video Friday night. I'm actually doing research as we speak and as I cut this video off. So there's a couple of props from some things that I saw last week. Hopefully they're there. Once again, more props will pop up once these Thanksgiving games come off. But there are already a lot of Sunday props up there. But once again, these are my main 3. And on top of that, Gallup over 23.5 and Lockett over 48.5.